Have you ever been around someone who says all the right things, friendly, polite, but deep down feels something off? Maybe you felt a quiet uneasiness, an inner sense that there's something dark lurking behind their smile. Carl Jung, one of the greatest thinkers in psychology, described this hidden force as the shadow, a part of ourselves that we deny, but which often shows up in the way we treat others. And when someone is hating, jealous, or resentful of you, they usually don't show it openly, but they do show it subtly, obvious. Today, I'm going to tell you about 8 telltale signs that someone close to you may be secretly harboring negative feelings, even if they're doing their best to pretend they're not. And pay attention, because sign number 8 is the most deceptive of all. It can completely change the way you see some people. Let's get started. 1. Sarcasm and contempt disguised as jokes. Latent hostility doesn't always manifest itself in arguments. Sometimes it comes out in jokes. Sarcastic remarks, passive-aggressive jabs, or mockery wrapped in humor. They make fun of things that are important to you, and when you confront them about it, they deflect with, "Relax, it's just a joke," or "You're too sensitive." But if their jokes are constantly aimed at sensitive parts of you, and especially if they repeat them every other time, it's probably not just humor. It's a subtle form of contempt. Jung believed that people often project parts of themselves onto others that they don't like. So when someone repeatedly makes fun of a part of you, they may actually be revealing something they can't come to terms with inside themselves. 2. Subtle sabotage. When someone close to you feels threatened by your growth, they may try to undermine you quietly. Sabotage is not always obvious. It may look like forgetting to pass on important details, giving misleading advice, or making small mistakes that lead to serious consequences. If these failures always happen at critical moments, you should ask yourself, are they really accidents? Jung pointed out that people who do not face their own failures often project this disappointment outward. Without even realizing it, they may be working against you to avoid facing their own insecurities. 3. Unspoken competition. There are people who simply cannot handle your victories. Instead of celebrating with you, they need to outdo you. Every time you share good news, they counter it with something about themselves. Bigger, better, louder. This silent competition often comes from a deep place of insecurity. They are uncomfortable watching you shine because it reminds them of their own perceived shortcomings. Jung taught that what we reject in ourselves, we often see in others. So someone constantly turns conversations into competition. They may be trying to cope with an internal sense of inadequacy by competing with you instead of looking within. 4. Superficial kindness. Sometimes people who secretly dislike you will pretend to be kind. They're there for you with a smile, but when you need real support, they disappear. When you achieve something significant, their response is lukewarm at best. If someone close to you is always absent from key moments or downplays your victories, take note. Over time, their lack of genuine support will show. Jung spoke of ego dissociation, a disconnection from one's emotions that can lead to coldness in relationships. These people may appear kind on the surface, but their emotional detachment suggests otherwise.
5. Control, disguised as caring.
Some people want to control your life, but disguise it as caring. They tell you what to do, criticize your choices, question your decisions, all under the guise of just trying to help. Their goal is not to empower you. They want to make you doubt yourself and become dependent on their opinions. Pay close attention to how you feel after talking to them. If you become more anxious or insecure, this is a sign of manipulation, not love. Jung believed that the need to control others stems from an internal fear of chaos. When someone can't cope with their own uncertainty, they try to control those around them. 6. Gossip and indirect attacks. People who hold a grudge rarely confront you directly. Instead, they talk behind your back, spreading rumors or distorting the truth. This behavior can be difficult to notice at first. You will simply start to notice strange reactions from people around you. People will avoid you, distance themselves without explanation. This is a sign that someone may be quietly undermining your reputation. According to Jung, those who gossip often project their own insecurities. By putting you down, they are trying to build themselves up. In reality, their words say more about them than about you.
7. No joy in your success. True friends celebrate with you. They are genuinely happy when something good happens to you. But those who resent you cannot hide it for long. When you tell them about a big achievement, they respond with a flat, "Oh, that's cool," or change the subject entirely. You will also hear them trying to downplay your success. "It's not that big a deal," or "I did something like that too." Jung said that when people fail to rejoice in others' happiness, it's usually because they are in an internal conflict. Your success reminds them of their own shortcomings. And instead of confronting this, they belittle you. 8. Nonverbal cues and hidden signals. The most obvious signs of hidden hostility are not spoken out loud. They are shown. A glance at the wrong moment, a forced smile, a change in tone when giving a compliment, a tense silence. These are all signs that the body gives away, even when the lips are smiling. People can mask their feelings with words, but the body always tells the truth. Jung said that while the conscious wears a mask, the unconscious expresses itself through the body. If you sense discomfort or stiffness in someone, especially in moments of joy, trust your instincts. You are picking up on something real, even if you can't explain it yet. Thank you for coming on this journey. We hope this has opened your eyes to some of the subtle behaviors people use to hide how they really feel. See you in the next video.